Hello friends, it's been a long time since I made my YouTube video. It's very happy to see you friends. Recently, me and my friend discussed about a topic that is about the Ukraine war. We all know that it's a sad thing the war is happening between the Russia and Ukraine. What is the real problem of the war? That's what we must think about. Okay, let us come to the points of the Russia. First of all, the Russia said to Ukraine that you must keep avoiding with touching with these NATO forces because the NATO forces will put the nuclear weapons on the borders on the Ukrainian borders. Then the Ukrainian president said, "We are no longer the part of the Soviet Union, so you must not interfere in our matters." That's how the conflict began, and the Russia want to ensure their protection. Then they find a new ways in order to make sure that Ukraine must obey them, but they are not. Just what I want to say that they as an independent country, they don't have to obey these Russians. So now the Russians, now the Russians were thinking about a quite good opportunities to attack the Ukraine because we all know that the history of the Ukraine and Russia, the Russians won't like the Ukrainians, and at this time of the World War and the post-World War, what happens is that the Russia exploited the Ukrainians very well, their educational products, and however, the previous president of the Ukraine was a puppet of the Vladimir Putin, the current Russian president. These are the things what's going on there and end up in war because the Russia want to make sure that Ukraine must obey as it is a part of Soviet Union, but the Ukrainians independence thinking capacity won't match up with the Russians' words. So this now the Russia look at opportunities whether if there would be any problem if they spread all the Russian soldiers on the Ukrainian borders, then nothing happens. Now, then what happens is that the NATO support the Ukrainians. The NATO said that we will protect you, we will make sure that Russia won't even touch you. They give them courage. Then that is the point what I want to say about. If you are not capable of doing anything, then don't make any kind of courageous words or to encourage others to believe in you. That's what the NATO forces did, and Ukrainian people, that the Ukrainian president, think that the NATO will help them, and he declared that Ukraine will join a part of European Union and will join in NATO force, and these two words provoked the Russian President Vladimir Putin, and the Putin looked for a quite good opportunities to attack Ukraine, and he did it. That's what happens there. Now, what that's what's happening there. The war is going on. So the war is a very bad thing. I am not supporting the Vladimir Putin. This war must be avoidable because we all know that we are humans. We don't want to suffer in unnecessary things just like their war. It's an avoidable thing. But the Russia has its own point and Ukraine has more valuable point than that. But however, uh, a lot of things have there happened. A lot of people get abandoned from their houses and become just like homeless and migrated to Poland to save their lives and also to save their beloved ones. Now it's going on there, and I must say that this must be end up very soon. That's why I'm putting these videos. Mm, that is from my heart. I am just believing that this war will end up soon and won't let go for another third world war or something else like that. I'm sure that if NATO joined, then a third world war starts, and we don't like wars. And even if the Russians are doing unlawful things to Ukraine, we There are a lot of countries are shutting their mouth because they don't want to interfere the most powerful country in the world, one of the most powerful country in the world, just like Russia, in their matters. And it must not be like that. We should make sure that we must talk to Russian President Vladimir Putin to stop war. And if all the people, all the country leaders do the same, then the Vladimir Putin has no other option, and he should stop the war. That's my point is about why all this war and all these things are happening right there in our world. Lot of people lost their lives. They are all the things which they earned from their life, from their entire life. And the president of Ukraine was ruling the country in a quite good, even if he's ruling the country, motivating the people in a quite good way. And let us hope soon that the war will end up. Let us hope for the quite good and happy days for the Ukraine as well as for the whole world.